Or should I log out of mine?
You know what? We're starting with this. Okay, hello everyone. This is CM Pork here. I am not doing a take two. So what ended up happening was we were playing Streets of Rage 4, and we just started really diving into talking about our love for Tekken, how we got into Tekken, and so we started thinking, why don't we just play Tekken? So today we are here. I'm saying today because this is going to be uploaded on a whole different day from the Streets of Rage. So yeah, today we're going to be playing Tekken 7. This time we are going to be doing versus battles. So we're going to be rotating from me, joined by AJ, joined by Noe, as we're going to be fighting each other. And it's fine. We don't need to turn off the control right now.
Okay, so I don't have to log off.
Nah.
Okay.
You can just put it to the side for now.
All right. Just want to make sure.
Okay.
What's going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? Hopefully you guys are all doing well, alive, and
Staying safe.
yeah, staying safe. All right, so I call first. So I'm gonna join right here on player 2.
Yeah.
Omar and I, we get down when we play.
We get down to business.
I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to say that we're like those. What do you call it, like E players?
Yeah, we're not
E players.
We're not E girls.
We're not like that.
We're definitely not professionals.
No, we're
pro
not
at it, but in our own unique. Let's think of it like a college football type of way. Like we tear it down when we play against each other.
Who are we gonna pick today?
You know what? Like on our last session, we were talking. I was talking about
King and Law.
King and Law. I was talking about Bruce Lee. I mean,
all right, I'll be King.
Forrest Law. I mean, martial law.
Yeah.
Little quick note, little side story for those of you that aren't really familiar with the Tekken series. There's actually, oops. Oh well, I didn't choose my costume. Oh well.
Well, you can always go back.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
For those of you, can I choose any level?
Yeah.
For those of you, I'm gonna choose my favorite level. Bam. For those of you that are not familiar with Tekken, there is, so as I said, there's a character that's based on Bruce Lee. When I say based,
It's pretty much
he's practically
he's ripped off.
It's pretty
Bruce
much
Lee
it's the cliche. It's one of the many.
I mean,
cliches.
you're looking at him.
It's one of the many cliches in fighting games.
So-
like they always have to have the obligatory Bruce Lee ripoff.
Yeah. So the thing is, though, there's actually 2 Bruce Lee ripoffs in the Tekken series,
And their father and son.
I'm playing as martial law. So he's been on the games since the very first Tekken game. The only games that he was not on was Tekken 3 and I guess Tag Tournament.
Tag tournament.
So on but there still was another Bruce Lee character, the one that I was talking about, the one that got me hooked to the game, and I refer to him as martial law. Well, I mean, sorry, not martial law, Forrest Law. So Forrest Law is the son of martial law. Because in the Tekken 3 story, it takes place like 20-something years? 17 years, almost 20 years after the Tekken 2 video game. So, but, you know, like on Tekken 3,
Ooh,
I mean, not Tekken. Oh, wow. Oh, I did not know that can happen. Okay. I thought it was only like combos and juggling.
Ooh, give me that. Oh, he lived. Hurt no.
So I got caught up with the storyline. So I'm just gonna finish it up because I can't concentrate.
You got caught with these hands.
So, anyways, long story short, so martial law came back on Tekken 4, and he's been on the game since then.
Although Forrest Law did make another appearance in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which was awesome.
He was a DLC character. I don't know how exactly different his moves were, but
Probably not much.
Probably not,
they
but-
actually had a lot of clones on Tekken Tag Tournament 2, so that was a takeaway.
At least they did somewhat make an effort. They somewhat made an effort to differentiate the two in their looks.
who got bodied now?
Because if you play Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and you look at Marshall and Forrest Law, there are some differences in their appearances. So it's not like they're exactly like identical like twins or clones. There are some subtle differences with their appearances. Like I think hairstyle is one.
Oh, son.
Yeah. No.
But it's funny because, you know, for those of you who watched
Enter the dragon, son.
for those of you who watched our Streets of Rage playthrough, we mentioned that one of our uncles introduced us to Tekken by buying us Tekken 3 for the PlayStation, and one of the things that he one of the ways that he got us hooked, like one of I guess the ways he got us sold on Tekken 3 was he would tell us that Bruce Lee was in the game. Now, obviously, it wasn't really Bruce Lee because, like my brother just mentioned, it was a character based off of Bruce Lee. But my uncle would tell us.
Oh my god!
But our uncle would tell us, yeah, Bruce Lee's in the game, and that got us, well, mainly my brother Aaron, AJ, excited.
And you know, like, oh shit. Damn. See, my childhood's kind of like exactly like what happened. Like in my childhood's kind of vague. I don't have like the best memory.
Same here.
But I think I kind of remember the way it happened was like my mom one day. I don't know if it was from school I came back from, but like one day my mom. I showed up and my mom. I'm just gonna say I came back from school. Like
let's make it simple.
Yeah, maybe like first grade or kindergarten or something.
Yeah, keep giving.
And she surprised me. She was like, "Look, AJ. Like, I know you like Bruce Lee. Look what the old champs. Look what the old champs got us. Got for you guys." And she showed me the game cover, and she told me that Bruce Lee. Oh damn! No!
Muscle Buster.
All right, that's
Mojo. All right, I'm next.
all right. So I usually do better than this, but
I think you got caught up in.
I got too caught up in the memory.
Yeah, caught up in the stories.
So my point is, she showed me the game cover, and I think the old champs was with her at the time, or maybe he was either he was there or he was like in the room like playing with you. I think. But she was like, "Look, like Bruce Lee's on it. Bruce Lee's on it. You're gonna like it." And like when I saw my Theo, he was like, "Yeah, AJ, like come play. Like Bruce Lee's on the game," and that just hooked me up. That just got me hooked. And when I played it, I fell in love with the game.
I think I vaguely remember that too because I want to say that I also came back from school, and you know like. Our Theo and our mom surprised us with the game. You know, they were telling us, you know, try out this new game because we all knew like
we knew Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
first.
we were because we were big time Mortal Kombat fans. So I guess you know my uncle thought, oh well, you know, let's see if they'll like this fighting game, you know, and sure enough, you know, we were hooked right there. That's why you know, for me personally, it's I really can't like if anybody asks. What's your favorite fighting game franchise? It's a tie between Mortal Kombat and Tekken because I grew up with both of them. I can't really like for me. This is just me personally. I can't just say, "Oh, I like one. I prefer one over the other."
Yeah,
I think Mortal Kombat is better than Tekken, or Tekken is better than Mortal Kombat. I have to give them. I have to give it a tie.
Take. Yeah, there's definitely give and take between the two.
Yeah, I mean, you want to know my response if I were to ever be asked that?
Mm-hmm. What?
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Okay, so I am.
But that's like my that would be like my reaction because I don't think I'll ever be able to give a good give an exact answer between they like what Omar said. There's give and take. There's pros and cons between Mortal Kombat and Tekken.
Oh yeah.
But Tekken, particularly Tekken 3, like will always have a special place in my heart.
It's still like it's like arguably like to me it's like one of the greatest PlayStation 1 games ever.
Well, apparently, like, I mean, not just in opinions, but apparently, like,
you're disconnected first.
What was I saw like an accolade or like there was a stat.
Yeah, it's hardly regarded as one of the greatest PlayStation games.
Yeah, ever. I believe it has like one of the most sold.
Yeah, it's one of the highest selling fighting games ever.
There you go. Yeah, ever.
In fact, I remember how not that long ago, it was maybe like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Remember when they came out with like the little mini PlayStation, where it's basically just the mini version of the original PlayStation, and it has all like these games that are built in, and I believe Tekken. You know what I'm talking about.
Tekken 3 was there.
Yeah, Tekken 3 was one of them. It's kind of like how they did like the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo Classic, and they even did a Sega Genesis. Oh man, you're just
let the record show that Noe's getting bodied.
Okay, and you know what? I should probably like bring this up because like I know my character says like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
This would be me in a dream world scenario. Like the day
I ever got buff and
if I got
new martial arts.
Yeah, if I was to ever get jacked or just cut to steroids, and this would be my unquote anime dream bod.
I tried to make like my own version of me, but I feel like none of the characters really like.
Somehow
I don't think I could look close enough to any of those characters as much as I would like to.
Yeah, somehow the Middle Eastern character is the closest one to me, and I'm like full on Hispanic, but that one reminds me of a joke like on You Don't Mess with the Zohan where they're talking like, oh yeah, we get mistaken for Mexicans all the time.
And that's funny because I know like some people have told me that I can pass for a Middle Eastern person. I remember when I was in Kosovo. Hold on, let's clean sweep. But anyway, I remember when I was in Kosovo.
We're gonna have a better match this time.
All right.
When I was in Kosovo many years ago, the locals told me that I can look.
We gotta do this. I know who I'm gonna pick. You continue with your story.
Okay. No, I'm just saying the locals in Kosovo told me that I look Turkish, and I thought, okay, that's interesting. Because everybody in my team, because I was part of a college team that went to Kosovo, and majority of them were white, and they all told me because they did research. Just our team leader, but our team leaders did research on the place, and they were telling me like, Noel, like you actually would look like one of them, like you would actually blend in so well,
close enough to.
So be prepared for like people like the natives, the locals to walk up to you and start speaking because a lot of them speak Albanian in Kosovo. So they told me be prepared for someone to go up to you and start and assume that you're one of them. And sure enough, it happened. Like I would like be at a market, and somebody would walk up to me and they would start speaking in Albanian, thinking I'm one of them.
You know, in hindsight, we probably should have picked the sock level since we were talking about the Middle East and all that. But no, I'd say we'll go to the kinder.
We need a level that's full of testosterone right here.
Oh yeah. I mean, okay.
My testosterone just boosted.
We can't hear it, but I'm actually using my playlist right now, so you're gonna hear the super manly, masculine music playing right now. But then once it gets to the final round, the intensity is gonna go up.
Show no
roof.
mercy.
Yeah.
Show no mercy. Show no mercy, Paul.
Oh! That was a nice punch there.
Cobra Kai shows no mercy.
No.
I thought it was Captain Insano who showed no mercy.
Both. Well, where do you think where Cobra Kai got it from? No. I can come back from this.
Paul's wearing a different colored gi than it's a departure from his standard red gi. Kind of reminds me of the. Oh, nice parry right there. I don't know the color of the gi that you're wearing as Paul. I don't know. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the color they gave Heihachi for Dark Resurrection. That's just like that's like the kind of vibe it's giving me.
I did not like that about Dark Resurrection.
Yeah, like Dark Resurrection.
It felt too gimmicky when they did that.
Yeah,
I actually didn't mind it.
I mean, there were some characters that there were some characters that I didn't mind the color change, like Link Xiaoyu. In fact, it's funny because after Dark Resurrection, Xiaoyu actually kept the orange outfit.
Yeah,
she was the only one that like
it worked better.
It worked better for.
I wasn't really a big fan of Kazuya sporting the dark red.
I actually liked
colored
it.
Pants. I mean,
it was lazy.
It was okay, but
that's how most of them felt in general.
Yeah, it was okay, but like I wasn't that thrilled about it. And it's funny because I remember in the character customization mode, it said brown, but I'm like, that is not brown. That's like a dark maroon color. I don't know. I did not like the way. I did not like the way Paul.
The music change.
The final round.
I did not like the way Paul looked with the white gi in Dark Resurrection.
Yeah, it doesn't suit him. Like they could have at least gave him like a black.
The red is so much
black
better
suit.
on him. Yeah, like a black gi would have been good.
Or black gi, sorry.
And then I also wasn't a. Actually, you know what? Even Devil Jin's outfit wasn't too bad. Like the color swap in his.
I didn't like the blue.
I did not like. No, his was probably the worst to me. I hated his.
Yeah.
They could have like gave him
King
like.
was alright,
I didn't even like his customization like color. I like King's actually. It's simple, but I think that was what I liked about it. Like.
Go for the
Damn
toe.
you, Omar. Damn you, Shaheen.
I got scared that you were gonna go for the rage art, so like I gotta just like end this. I don't want to lose.
This is usually how we do it right here.
I don't want to.
Like I said, we tear it down, guys. It's like it gives me kind of anxiety too, cause like you just never.
There you go. And that one's OP. Yeah, that one's OP.
Nice. You know what's funny? Speaking of Dark Rise,
God,
speaking
no!
Oh.
It's a perfect! No! That's
Perfect.
never happened before!
That's actually true. Usually he counters my Shaheen. with
Guys, I
balls.
swear I'm not just saying this
Hand me
like
the
because
controller.
we're recording, but I
did
swear
do it.
I usually
Oh,
win.
yeah.
Between Shaheen
Yeah,
and
that's
Paul
fine.
Phoenix,
Okay.
Yeah.
I swear this. I usually. I'm not saying all the time. I usually win. When it's.
You know, I'm gonna be a fair sport and say that he is not lying. That again, he tends to wall my Shaheen with his paw. So yeah, that actually.
America, guys. That's all it is. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna pick Kazuya again.
Okay.
Kazuya has always been.
What do you want to give Paul redemption, AJ?
Nah, he disappointed me too. Come on, man. A perfect. That doesn't ever happen.
Kazuya has always been like my main for a long time, ever since Tekken 2. Because it's funny because going back to Tekken 3, you know, you talked about how the thing that got you sold was, you know, quote unquote Bruce Lee being in the game. Well, when I first played the game, the first character that I was drawn to was Yoshimitsu because he had this really cool look in the game. You know, he had like the armor with like the skull mask, and he had and his sword glowed green. So I thought like it was a lightsaber. Like, oh cool, he's got a lightsaber and he's got like a skull mask. Like I thought like you remember, you got to keep in mind this is Kid Me. So at the time, you know, Kid Me, my first impression with Tekken 3 and Yoshimitsu was cool, skeleton guy with a lightsaber. That looks badass. And then I loved a lot of his moves, especially with the spinning stuff. That was what sold me. So like for a while, Yoshimitsu was my main, but then we bought Tekken 2. So it's kind of funny that we got Tekken 3 first, and then we went backwards and bought Tekken 2.
I forgot about that picture.
we gotta do this knowing Kazuya and Heihachi. Heihachi
Father
is one
and
of the
son.
best characters. The best.
Hey, you know what?
The best father and son relationship
Son's Day
ever.
was recently. Like,
That was yesterday.
In celebration of
As
Son's
we're
Day.
recording this.
yeah.
I think Tekken fans can get a kick out what I'm saying.
You're going with the Tekken
You know,
tag tournament 2.
I was actually crapping on Streets of Rage 4's story, but Tekken's lore is essentially just a really, really crappy family feud that just somehow plummets the world into chaos in the end of it.
This is what I always said about Tekken. If Tekken were a game show, it would be Family Feud.
Yeah, it definitely would. I mean, I even wouldn't mind seeing them go to Dr. Phil.
I know,
Or
right?
Jerry Springer. I think Jerry Springer
I'd
would
be like,
love
why did you
this.
toss your son off a volcano? What were you thinking?
But I remember we got Tekken 2, and I was a little surprised with Yoshimitsu's look in that game, because it's like, oh, I thought he was a skull guy, you know, what happened? But then I decided to try out Kazuya, and the rest is history.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. Okay, I guess now my turn to commentate, because now they're deep in focus, so which one's gonna win? Oh, into the Powerball! Oh, he almost broke me in half. Oh, wait. Ooh.
It's over.
Oh! I was hoping I was going to block
Okay, so
that.
let me ask this. Was that calculated, or was that a YOLO shot?
Calculated.
Okay.
I swear, it's calculated.
Okay, I'm gonna
I mean, like, I had, like, there was a slight doubt that he could block it, but I figured he was too far into the move that he wasn't going to be able to.
I mean, to be fair,
so
sometimes...
I kind of took a gamble.
Honestly, sometimes you just gotta say YOLO and go for it. I mean, like, there's been times like when I was playing Mortal Kombat, or even into this Tekken, where like just somebody's just kind of like, you gotta risk it for the biscuit, because because either way, if you fail, you're gonna lose, and if you don't go for it, you're probably gonna lose anyway. So it's like you might as well try something out of it.
So I mean, I guess it's a bit of both. I mean, like I was calculating it, but I wasn't too sure if it was gonna work or not.
Yeah, I just realized I think you guys should have fought like the previous battle. I was supposed to go. It was supposed to go me, AJ, me, Noe, then you guys, but I think I just kind of forgot, and yeah, that's why I fought you twice. Because it was supposed to go rotation.
I want you to know this isn't over between us, Omar. We're gonna have to do another episode.
Into the clean sweep.
Yeah, man. I tried.
Ooh. Alright.
So much for Son Appreciation Day, man.
All right.
At the end of the day, Heihachi isn't paying any child support.
Alright, well, I think that'll do it. We're actually at the 20-minute mark, so yeah, Sunday didn't go well, but hopefully this video did for you guys. Hopefully, if you guys are watching it, you guys can like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, all that good jazz. Until then, I hope your day was better than Kazuya's, and I'll see you guys all later.